All right, welcome back to another video. Today we are looking at Castmagic. And the last time I reviewed this, I want to say it's at least been a year. The last time that they were on AppSumo, they are coming back today on March 17th for a new launch on AppSumo. I'm on their page right now without logging in, and I just want to go and look at what SimilarWeb has to say about their traffic and sustainability as a company. And it looks like they're getting 162,000 visitors per month. Now, this can actually be a low estimate or a high estimate. So at the end of the day, it's actually a pretty good measurement because we know that it's going to be either less than this or more than that. But this is a good indicator that just says, hey, Castmagic is getting quite a bit of traffic, organic traffic, and they're most likely sustaining their business pretty well and growing their monthly subscription base, customer base. And this is one of the strategies that allows for a tool to stay around for a very long time. So I fully support the, monthly subscription based type model. Now we're going to log in a minute, but let's go take a look at the deal right now on AppSumo. So this is Castmagic. You can use AI to transform long-form video and audio into content for blogs and social media. This is a content repurposing app. I'm so excited to go and revisit it because I just did an Alphana updated review. It was pretty impressive. And I want to see what Castmagic has done over the last year, what their interface looks like. I haven't logged in since I did my review. As you know, if I'm doing hundreds of tool reviews, I really can't use all these tools in my business on a daily basis, even if they're amazing tools. And so I'm going to be going back and taking a look at Castmagic. There is something very important to go after. We will say that who is this for? Well, alternative to Descript and Otter AI. Now, I'm literally using Descript to record this video. I've been using Descript heavily over the last year, and kind of a funny story for you. Long story short, Descript, when I record my videos, it actually requires, and I did not know this, but the app actually downloads the video onto my hard drive. And I'm sure a lot of these apps do this, but just kind of a funny tech story. And I'm sure this happens to a lot of people. They're not willing to admit it. But long story short, all my videos, we're talking 300 gigabytes of videos, were stored under applications on my Mac, and I couldn't find them. I had to actually download another app to basically identify where all those large files were coming from. And it turned out that over 300 gigabytes was being stored on my Mac hard drive, and that was all video based, all my videos from Descript. So I went and obviously deleted and removed all them, and then now my storage is less than 100 gigabytes on my Mac again. So just kind of a funny story that, when you're recording, it was kind of like it was a double dip. It has to record onto your machine first, and so we'll see. I've been using Descript, and if this actually could replace and do everything that Descript's doing, then I would maybe consider using it full time. The only issue with that is that I'm able to record with a pretty good screen recording using Descript, and everything's all in one. So I don't have to switch back and forth between different softwares and so forth. So that's what I like about Descript. But these are really, really good transcription. Otter AI is a transcription software as well. So you can see all this stuff right over here, but I want to go down to the pricing right over here. Now, introducing annual plans, a new way to save. Choose what works best for you. 1 year, 3 years, or lifetime access. Don't worry, lifetime deals are here to stay. So I do think that this is a kind of a new thing that the AppSumo is going to be testing out with larger vendors. Now they're getting over 150,000 visitors, Castmagic. And so in order for AppSumo to make deals and bring these larger vendors that were successful, let's at least give them a hand and clap for them that they are successful. They launched on AppSumo. It's been a year or longer since they launched, and they've found success outside of AppSumo as well. And so they've built a sustainable SaaS business. Let's give them a hand for that. But they are now getting smarter, and AppSumo is probably getting smarter too with some of these deals in order to get them back onto the platform to give you the opportunity to get a really good annual deal and save money. That's what we're all here on AppSumo for, right? Is to save money anyways, or to even still tap into a lifetime access. And so it just makes complete sense to me, guys. I mean, this is the way that I think that we're going to be moving forward into the future. because we've seen too many apps not be able to make it for selling these $39 lifetime deals. And then 6 months later, the app falls. We've seen it too many times. So in this case, they will always be able to get money back in a year or 3 years, right? And what you do is you just take a price point and you divide it by, what your cost is and divide it by how many months and so forth. And that's where this pricing model comes in. And to be completely honest with you, they might even lose money on these couple tier 1 and tier 2s, to be completely honest with you. But tier 3 and tier 4, you're going to calculate what your lifetime customer retention rate is, right? So how long do people typically stay with you? And now they have this data, and based on the lifetime deal users, how much are they really using? They have all these metrics, and they're able to come up with a really good pricing plan. Okay, so that was a long way but I think that it's important to spend a few minutes on this, because this is the first time we've really seen this. At least I haven't seen this in years. And this was always frowned upon 3-4 years ago when I got started doing these reviews. People hated these annual plans. But unfortunately, if you only like lifetime deals, I think that we're going to start seeing this more and more. And it just has to do with the market. The market's changing, the economy as well. And these apps have to be partnered with AppSumo in the right way in order to help them sustain their business and their growth, if that makes sense. So I'm actually a fan of it for these low price right over here. So people don't come in and just use the software for years and never pay again. Meanwhile, the vendor's paying a bunch of money every month, and that's why those softwares just don't make it. I hope you kind of get that if it's something that you just haven't really seen or kind of looked at and analyzed it from the vendor standpoint. So license tier 1 is going to be $59 for 1 year of access. And so we're over here and this is, I usually don't do this, but in this context, I think it's important because this company's already around. They're already making money with this and so forth. So we can actually go and look at their annual plan right now. So even just to get on with their lowest plan, it's $39 a month, okay? But we're going to go over here to annual, and you can actually do a calculator and say 19 times 12. You would spend $228 per year in order to get this tier 1. So, and actually that tier there, so it looks like they're actually giving on license tier 1, you're kind of like on a Kickstarter plan where they don't even offer this low of a plan. It doesn't look like they offer that low of a plan because you have 300 minutes, 800 minutes, and unlimited. And so right over here, they don't have anything unlimited, but they have 800 minutes, which is quite a bit. So their lowest plan on their site right now is 300 minutes, and that's going to be licensed tier 2. And so what you do is you take your 200 and you minus the 169, and then you go equals. And so you're saving $59 on that. Oh, actually, no, that's actually incorrect. It's for 3 years, okay? So you would actually, in order to calculate how much you're paying per month, is you go with a calculator here and you go 169, right? And you would actually have to take 169 and you would have to divide that by 12, 24, 36. So you'd have to actually divide this by 36 months. You are paying $4.69 for this license tier 2 for 300 minutes per month. So when you look at it that way, that is an insane deal. And then obviously the lifetime access is right there. Maybe the pricing went up a little bit, but you can see what the actual price would be right next to it. And these are real numbers. So pricing, that's the new pricing. I really had to spend time on it because they're introducing these lower tiers, but they're going to be 1 year or 3 years. And then in order to get lifetime deal access, you need to step up to the license tier 3 or tier 4. Okay, so let's go take a look at Castmagic real quick. I'm going to sign in. Okay, cool. I wanted to see if I still had my access. I do have lifetime minutes, 200 minutes per month. I'm on a great plan. If you purchased it back then, you got a really good deal. The pricing has changed, and that's just the way that the market works, right? Just a great example. I'm shopping for a new vehicle right now, and prices seems like in the last 10 years for a decent car, you could usually get a decent car back then for about $20,000 or $25,000, and now it costs $30,000 to $35,000 to get a decent car. So in every market, every type of product, prices have just gone up. I'm sure you have all seen it, and there's no exception with software as well. So we have this little video. I'm actually going to pause and go watch this 46-second video real quick. Okay, so here we go. Just a little informative video there explaining kind of the new way to do your workflow, manage the processes and the team. I'm going to click on that X and get rid of that. And so here we go. Content pipeline is kind of what that video went over. We have media library, we have our spaces right over here. So you can actually go and create your spaces and so forth. I'm going to go here and click on recordings because that might be new. I'm not sure if import audio or video. Let's see, a plus right here, invite user. So this is how you would invite a team member. You have your custom workflows right over here. So you have your statuses, a draft, published. You can completely change all of this. What I'm seeing right here is this is very team oriented. They're really big on like basically outsourcing this to, an assistant or an employee on your team, and then being able to have different workflows and different team members and so forth. So that's pretty cool. I don't know what this is. Recordings need more lifetime minutes. Nope. Okay. Castmagic iOS is here. So they have an iOS app. I'm not sure if, I don't really know if you can record with it or not, but I'm not going to spend much time on that. We have pages over here. Castmagic pages have arrived. Start now. Use up to 5 recordings to draft long form editable content. Perfect. So I just went and watched this pages walkthrough, and they just kind of went over a bunch of different features as well. So I have some kind of information about that. So what pages does is it allows you to combine different recordings. So let's just say you recorded a bunch of different like 30-second, 1-minute clips, short form content, and you wanted, or it can be long form as well, but you can combine multiple pieces of content, videos, audio, whatever, and put them together and then create like a blog post or create something from multiple inputs. So that's pretty cool. Now, when it comes to the iOS app, it's actually designed to download on your iPhone and then you can record directly using their app, and it will automatically sync with your dashboard. And so if you're using your phone, technically even you can create talking head videos on your phone and it will automatically upload as well. So that's like another kind of cool feature that would save you a lot of time, and because it would just automatically sync with your Castmagic account. So a couple of the really cool features that they are doing. I want to go click over here on LearnWire because this is where I'm going to upload some stuff, and then I'm going to go look at my media library because it's been a while. It's been actually since, okay, so cool. So it's been 2 years. I don't know if Castmagic, I'm pretty sure they came back for, Black Fridays and stuff like that, but they launched 2 years ago. And so it's really refreshing and nice to see that they are still moving forward with their app and developing and keep adding more and more stuff to this tool. Now you can add new workspaces and all kinds of good stuff. So as you can see, it's pretty robust. There's a lot of stuff you can do. I would say a lot of you are going to ask Alphana versus Castmagic. I'll try to make a video on that when I get back. I will be on vacation at the time of this coming out, but I will try when I come back as one of my first videos to do that video, because I know that you guys are going to want to see like which one is best. So we're going to kind of work through this real quick. And I just want to go to the content pipeline. So this is where you can meet your new workflow, create, organize, plan, and collaborate on content with your team, all with Castmagic. I'm not going to spend a whole bunch of time on this because I'm not working with a team. It's not what I'm going to be using the tool for. I really just want to see what can I do as a YouTube content creator and how easy I can get repurposing content with Castmagic. And I kind of remember what it was like a couple of years ago using the tool. You kind of worked from left to right and so forth. So I kind of want to see that, right? But they do have this content pipeline, which was a huge feature that they added. But I'm going to go over here and I'm just going to go click on my space, LearnWire. We're going to import a video. And then what I'm going to do is come over here to my channel, and let's just go to videos. And we could let's go with the Alphana one actually. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click and I'm going to copy the link address. I'm going to go back over to Castmagic, and this is where I can put the URL right here. Basically a YouTube video. We have an RSS feed, Zoom, and Zapier as well. So we're going to go and push the submit button right there. YouTube is blocking the URL imports at this time. So we're not able to do that. So we will just go and grab my file. So this is what I was talking about in the other video. So Alphana, it worked. They downloaded the video and so forth. But I really honestly recommend, and this is just an example of a very seasoned tool like Castmagic, and they're having problems, with this kind of downloading of a URL of a YouTube. But I recommend if you're using this, you already have the file. You're using this for your business. We may as well drag and drop the real file. And I'm going to go ahead and grab this right here, the Alphana video, and I'm going to open that. I recommend just uploading your actual footage because it's 1080p or higher. It's going to be a higher quality, and there's no doubt about the downloading mechanism of downloading it. When you go and download a YouTube video, it's going to be pixelized. The quality is going to go down a lot, like 30% or more. And so it's better to just upload the native video that you have on your hard drive. So right now it's uploading. We're at 30% already. We'll be back in a minute. All right, here we go. So that took like 2 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes max. Not bad. Now the video went away, and now we go to your media library, I believe, or we just click the X button. So I guess I'll just click on this. This keeps coming up right here. I wish that we could just say don't show again. But now we're in our media library, and I'm not sure if we go between media library or LearnWire. We did upload it to LearnWire. There's the Alphana AI second look. Now the transcription is already happening right in front of us. You can see the status. I like that. It's already transcribed the video. That was extremely fast. And I got to be completely honest with you, that was actually faster than Descript right now. I want to go and see how well it's transcribed, but that I use Descript on a daily basis multiple times, and I really like Descript. So this has nothing to do with trying to think bad about the tools I'm using or anything, but I will say that was impressively fast. It was faster than what I typically see on Descript, which usually takes about 5 or more minutes. This literally took like 1 or 2 minutes to transcribe. So very, very interesting. So we can go and click the edit button, or we just click on that right there. And now we have our 25-minute video right here, and we can start looking at the transcription. We can come in here and this. Let me see if I can turn that volume down in case I do that again. Nope, that's not going to work. Okay, so if I left click on here, it's going to automatically start playing. From that point, I would need to click on the edit transcript button right over here to come in here and write what I want. Right here, okay? So this is where you can actually come in here. Now I want to see, so like right over here, look at Alphana. So right over here, we would actually need to, I would want to find and replace right here. So search for Alphana, and we want to replace it with that. I'm going to submit, and we're going to say okay. And so anywhere where it made a mistake like that will now be updated. Replace Alphana with Alphana across 0 occurrences. So access to purchase this. And so you'll see right up here, the last member. Okay, so I had to redo that because it is case sensitive. So see how we say, we see A with a capital A, Alphana. Earlier, I just did a lowercase a, and so it didn't find anything. So I went back and did the process again, and now it's showing that there are 6 occurrences. So I'm gonna go ahead and push okay. And then now we can see, well, actually, look at this. It replaced Alphana with nothing across. Oh, okay. So let me see if I can undo that. That's kind of funny. We actually kind of messed that up, but that's okay because we're just testing stuff. So that's what you would need to do though is, so let's take a look at right here. I need to fix this right here. And there was no back button. I don't see a redo button anywhere. I don't see an undo anywhere. And so that's just to go back 10 seconds. There's a little video player right here, but I don't see a redo or undo when you make a mistake like that. So that's definitely something they need to add into the software. I'm gonna go ahead and push save right there. So you would need to read through this and find where you need to put that Alphana, but you can see right here. So take a look at this one. It was spelled a little bit different right over here. Now, when we highlight something, we do have a copy, we have a clip, we have an audiogram, we have an image, we have captions. So let's 8 months do something right here. Videos. Why does that keep playing? Edit transcript. And let's just say we would go ahead, jump right in. So I'm going to go and highlight that. And okay, so there's no option there. Just highlight one word. Yeah. Okay. So I'm just going to say save. And I don't know. So if we highlight this whole thing right here, then I come in here and maybe push image right here. You can turn that in. We're just going to go ahead and jump in. So this is where you can actually see that they're creating this audiogram right here and with an image right here. And So that just gives you some flexibility and options of what you can do. We can go over here, click on captions right there, and it's going to clip that right there. So I like that. You have all these different options to download videos from the content. So that's pretty cool. This little X button up here, just from a UI standpoint, I think that they need to put a little circle around it in red. So it just tells the user that, hey, we can get back out of this. That's a little bit hard to find. I also would maybe make it a little bit more easier to access right here. That's just me. All right, so we're gonna come back and just see what we can do. So that's the transcript. That's how the transcript works. You can make as much customizations. You can do a find and replace. I found that a little tricky. It didn't really work so great for me, but maybe that was just the user's fault. But you have a lot of options right here for the transcription. So now we can come over here. It does look like they've added more features. I remember last time, I believe it was just transcript and then like a magic chat. And then maybe like it used to say like AI content. And that was all they had. I believe they only had 3 options before. And now it looks like we have 5 different options right now. So let's go to create content. So this is where we're going to use that transcript and we're going to go and start creating our repurpose content. So we've used content samples for personalization. They have a tutorial right there. Now we have stuff, I believe, that is already selected because we selected a YouTube content plan, and we can go over and look at different ones that we can add. But essentially, what kind of content do you want to create? We can type that in. We can also come over here to content sample. What is that? So add some content you'd like, and our AI will do its best to copy. So more for customizations. There is new custom prompts. We can actually put a name of this. We can say prompt and we can say content sample. So we actually create our own prompt right here and create our own unique blog post from this as well. So we have our recurring content. Recurring prompts will generate content for each of your recordings. You can add this to content pipeline, titles, preset prompt. So here's the preset prompts that they have available right here. We have our titles, and where do we go and adjust you can move these up, I guess, from what it'll look like. How do I get back? New custom prompt, explore community. So I will be completely honest. It's kind of easy to get lost in here, just kind of going all over the place. It seems like it's kind of easy to get lost. And so that's just something to keep in mind. I'm going to go back to create content. And so we have our titles. So sure thing. Here are 10 title variations based on the attached transcript from the podcast episode, Alphana AI, Second Look on LearnWire. We have it as a podcast. I want to try another one, which is YouTube. We have updated review. Is Alphana AI worth the hype? So we could use this for a YouTube video. We could use this for a blog post. So we have 10 different titles variations. It's doing a good job. A lot of these are actually spelled correctly, Alphana AI. So that's really good. Keywords, we have, here's 30 topical keywords based on the transcript. So here's all the popular things that we mentioned inside of that review. So it's going to basically find just popular terms, or you could consider these NLP keywords that you could go and use this to write. We could come up with a prompt and say, hey, take all these keywords right over here to include in our blog post, something like that, right? In your workflow. Speaker bios. So we have a bio right there. We have an introduction right here. We have timestamp overview, key topics and bullet points, clip finder, quotes, hooks, and timestamps right over here. We can open this in Studio. So like we'll come back to that in just a second and see what that does, but we have real clip. So this is a real clip. What do we do with this? We add it to a pipeline, we modify, we copy. There's 3 dots right here. Looks like you can, I don't see how we can choose that. Maybe under settings, we can choose the different large language model that we're using. Display in a shared link. We have a LinkedIn post. We have a newsletter email right here. So it is creating everything from Twitter, threads, questions. Here's 10 questions based on the episode title that you could either make more content on, make more videos about, anticipate what people might be asking, threads by Instagram. So a lot. Did you know you can create your own prompts? So of course we can create our own prompt there. I want to come back up here to what is Reels. So what do we do with this? I don't know. Oh, it's a script. I'm sorry. So we would actually go and record this and then make a video or something. So pretty cool. But let's just say we go into here And we want to look at this, and it says open in studio. What does that do for us? Okay, so this is the studio. This is where we can go, and the more I mess around with Alphana, the more I like it, because, when you get into prompts, so this is cool. You could use these for Instagram reels and so forth. I'm not seeing, where can we change the size? Okay, perfect. Look at this, 16 by 9, 9 by 16, 4 by 5, and 1 by 1. So this is where you would use this. I want to go back over to the audiogram because we changed the size, and this is what prompt engineering, and you use these softwares, you really start understanding how important. So this is impressive. I really like these videos right here. This would just be great audio for people to get some audio. It doesn't even have to be all about the visual. It's just audio with text, with your subtitles, which I think that could do a really good job. Then we have captions, and you could actually download this one right here as well. And this is what this one will look like. And prompting is for AI. The more I like it, because, when you get into prompt engineering, so what I will say with this is that you can see the video is not pixelated like it was in Alphana. And so maybe clips wins when it comes with Castmagic. I think video clips are going to win, in my opinion, just based on what I'm seeing right here. You could even get 2 videos out of this. You could actually use captions here, download that, and you can also use the audiogram, and you could upload both of those right there. And that's just one small segment. Technically speaking, that's just one small segment. You could actually create hundreds of videos from one long form piece of content based on what I'm seeing right over here. So really cool. We have speaker bios, introduction, really good stuff. But what I want to do is, what kind of content do you want to create, or do we go and create our own prompt? Not really sure. But let's go over here. Oh, okay. So when you click inside this box, press any of the following examples to make a draft from it. Community, captions, LinkedIn, newsletter, Reels script, tweets, YouTube script right there. Lessons learned, key themes, blog post, and 3 fun facts. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on blog post, and it's going to go and create a 600-word blog post, but I want to create even longer than that. But this is just to sample it out. So it's going to do that right now. In 2024, digital content creation and repurposing are more critical than ever, and tools like Alphana AI are stepping in to address the needs of creators. In this review, I aim to, so it's in first person, perfect. I plan to update you on the capabilities, pricing, and potential of Alphana AI as it appears on AppSumo once again. This comprehensive review will help you make an informed decision on whether this tool is right for you. So that's really good. We have a title, we have the basics, we have pricing and AppSumo deal. So it's going to write this. We'll be right back. It's definitely not writing fast. I'd like to see it write faster. We're used to that now, right? But this is fine. We'll be right back. So it really did do a good job at user experience and navigation. Right here, you can see on my screen. For those unfamiliar with Alphana, the setup presets presents a learning curve due to somewhat confusing navigation. The tool hosts a variety of options that aren't immediately intuitive, misleading novices into convoluted workflows. That's really good, but there's some that's going to be more of a technical reading level. You might want to change some of the words out right there. Recommendations and final thoughts. Did it say anything about what the rating is? But so this is the content that we got. And what I want to do is let's go to copy the content, and let's go to word counter. And let's paste that in real quick and just see what we got. So we got a 592 word article, not even hitting 700 words. So not quite usable, but it will get you a good start. So these are the ones that we can use right off the bat. I thought there was a way larger list somewhere. I'm not seeing it. Expand. I'm not sure what that is, but let's go to new custom prompt and let's just try this out. So let's try 1,000 word blog post. Here's our prompt. Write a 1,000 word blog post. And I'm not going to put markdown format because we don't know, that already might happen. So we'll just leave it the way it is, but we'll say write in first. So we could put a content sample in there if we wanted to. We're going to say save, and then it's going to go ahead and generate this. We'll see if it can write a 1,000 word blog post. I'm going to make an estimation or guess. I'm going to predict that it's not going to be able to. And those are reasons, like just software like this, that's just kind of not completely 100% built to create long form blog posts. It's probably not going to be able to do this, but we'll see what it ends up creating for us. So here's what it is. It actually goes to the very bottom, and it's not in markdown format. So we actually have to tell it like we're prompting it in ChatGPT or Claude. So it's not in markdown formatting. So let's just see what it said. All right, buckle up, because today I'm diving into tools that have been quite the chatter in my YouTube community, Alphana AI. If you're a tech enthusiast like me, you'll probably appreciate a straightforward, no fuss breakdown of the newest gadgets, blah, blah, blah. That's a little too wordy and too much. I would probably hone in on the prompting and get better. But so I thought, why not? It's back on AppSumo. Let's take a look, a deeper dive. Now, for those familiar with AppSumo, boom. First off, I have to say Alphana has a pretty solid review score. So it's talking about the reviewers and so forth, but I don't know if it's, let's see, pricing tiers. I went into pricing, it got that accurate. That's fine. MVP for Alphana. As for the score, back in my first review, Alphana stood firm with 4 stars. Not much has shifted since, so I'm going to stick with the 4 stars. So it's 100% accurate. Really, really good, guys. But I can tell that this is probably only about 500 words. So we're actually going to go and test this out real quick. Come back over here to word counter. And it got a 700 word article, so it actually did more words, but I think we're going to struggle to get that 1,000 word article out of Castmagic. So it's maybe not going to be a blog post. I might actually create a video just comparing the blog post creators as well between Alphana and Castmagic. I'm going to see if with the custom prompting, if I can get Alphana to create a 1,000 word blog post, but I don't think that we're going to be able to get a full blown blog post, 1,000 word blog post from any of these tools, including VidTap or VideoTap as well. But what I really like about the tool and Alphana is the custom prompting. That is where it shines. Everything's all on one page right here. Actually, I gotta hand the UI over to, and I'm kind of crossing over to a little bit of a comparison here, but trust me, I'll do a full video on it. I think I like the navigation and the UI and the card layout and stuff. It's just a little bit easier to digest in Alphana. There's a lot going on Castmagic. Everything's kind of just like blah, all over the page right here. Yes, you can scroll down. Yes, we can go to all this stuff. I'm trying to look and see, is there an easy way to get to our content up here? No. So like right over here, look at all this blank space right here. There could be a section to skip. Like what if I needed to skip all the way down to the 1,000 word blog post or the threads by Instagram? It would be nice to have a little button somewhere. I'm not seeing it. Maybe I'm missing it. I'm not sure. But it would be nice to have a little navigation that says, oh, Instagram, boom, click that, and it would just take us right to it. Everything's just on here, and you have to scroll down for everything. Here's the pipeline. I'm not going to spend time in this video, but this might be like game changing. If the pipeline part and the teamwork and all that, the custom workflow is what you need in a tool, then maybe Castmagic is absolutely the tool for you. Here's the Magic Chat. So welcome to Magic Chat. Using the prompt and input below, you can ask anything you want about this recording. I know all the important concepts of this recording. You can think of me like a personal assistant. So you can do all kinds of stuff. We can maybe write a blog post in here. Maybe we can get a little bit better results. And then we have our studio, which takes us over here to getting clips and so forth. So the way that I believe the studio is going to work the best is, let's see, right over here. That's where you do that. You can change the different colors and so forth. But the way that the studio works, from what I've seen, is you're going to go over to the transcript, and then you're going to go over to all the different sections where this is like this, and you're going to go and just say, this is the part right here, clip finder, quotes, hooks, and timestamps. This is where you're going to come in here, and you're going to hover over this and open in studio. And this is where you're going to be able to create a lot of clips and videos, right? So that is Castmagic. What do you guys think? If you watched the entire video, the secret word today, I don't know why I'm using animals. It just seems easy. It's going to be hippo. So if you type hippo below, I know you watched the entire video. I'd like to know what you guys think of Castmagic. What do you guys, from what you've seen so far in the last 2 videos, Alphana and Castmagic, which one would you choose over the other? Which one does better at video? Which one does better at blog posts? Which one does better is easier to use? But I'm going to try to get one out, a comparison video between the two. I do like both of them. I don't think I can give Castmagic less than a 4.0 because they do have a fully developed tool here. They do look different. This is a little techier, a little bit more just straightforward, simple. Everything's just right here, and you just kind of look and you get all the results right here. If you want a little bit fancier interface, looking at both tools, Alphana kind of has a little bit fancier, easier to use interface, even though I did mention that it was a little clunky as well. When it comes to robustness and just all the features that you get, I would say that Castmagic probably wins for all these different features over here. And at the end of the day, I would say Castmagic might be the more powerful tool than Alphana, but Alphana is easier to use. They both have custom prompting, and so I really don't think you can go wrong with either one of these. It's probably going to be the use case that you are kind of going after. So that concludes Castmagic. They're right back on AppSumo. You saw the pricing. Go check that out at the beginning of the video. Thanks so much for watching this review. The link will be below. Go pick up Castmagic if this is a tool for you while they are back on AppSumo. Thank you so much. We'll see you in the next one.